Welcome back to the channel, Find Another University Gang. I'm in my hashtag Tesla listing, just renting. Today we're going to be talking about just not caring about people and their opinions and judgment. Like people, just don't even matter. Like people's opinions don't matter. People talk shit about me, call me a liar, this, that, but I am the way I am because of what I went through. Like if I wasn't mentally, emotionally abused by like my stepmom, I wouldn't be, that type of person who's so angry and mad. And if I didn't have the type of mom I had, I just wouldn't be the type of person I am. Like if I wasn't an adoption kid, I just found out a lot of shit. Like that shit really affects your mental health, and your mental health is everything. Like if your mental isn't there, you're not gonna be successful at what you want to be successful at. I just stopped caring about people and just focused on me. Like I stopped hanging out with people who are like putting me down because they're insecure in themselves. It's like people will try to, pull you down to bring themselves up because they're insecure in themselves or they wish they were you. Like people are just, messed up. And people don't notice themselves and their own flaws. But, people are, so in my business, trying to like one up me, be one step ahead of me, da 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 da. I just don't care about people and their judgments. Like people, just talk shit. And honestly, their words don't matter. Like people try to, get a reaction out of me, say this, that, but I just wouldn't be the type of person I am if I just didn't have the type of parents I had. I just, realized, my parents had to tell me all the stuff the way they told me, like bring me to the mental hospital, all this shit, because they know that, they both did me wrong and dirty, and, all that, negativity and, the things that they did to wrong me, this came back to them. And I just, stopped caring about, people and their judgments and their opinions, because who are they? Their judgments and opinions don't matter. The more you talk about me, the more famous I'm getting, so I don't care. I just, am just focused on winning, and I stop hanging around losers who are losing and aren't getting anywhere. They're just stagnant. I just want to surround myself with winners. People are like, oh, you never hang out with anyone, you don't have any friends. Why would I want to hang out with you? Like you guys aren't, on the same mission as me. A lot of people try to sabotage me on this journey and like throw it in my face that, oh, look how you came out to nothing. Like people would say stuff like that. And, I just left those people at a distance because look at their lives. They don't have anything. Nobody doing better than you is going to be pulling you down. You got to hang out with people who are doing better than you. If you are the richest person in your friend group, you are in the wrong friend group. You gotta just find people who are trying to elevate you. Don't care about people's opinions and judgment, because who are they? Do their opinions and judgments matter? No. I've just been in loner mode because honestly, I, don't want to hang out with anyone who's not trying to go up. I'm tired of people who are stagnant in life, who aren't, trying to elevate like I am. And they're, trying to hold me back and sabotage me and use me. Screw those people. And, I just became kind of selfish. I stopped being a people pleaser. I just, learned to only care about myself, because at the end of the day, people don't care about you. People don't care about your mental health. Like my parents didn't care about my mental health until, people try to kill themselves. Like apparently my mom was calling me, but, when I found out like, she was just calling and not really trying to help me, financially, that just kind of hurt even more. Because I'm like, why do people have kids and then even more kids is if they can't even afford the kids that they already have? Then it's like, my life just is more of a struggle because of that. And, I just kind of, just learned to just forgive my parents and let shit go. And, don't play the victim. Don't play victim, guys. You can't blame anyone, not even your parents. You gotta just, make decisions on your own. Like, I regret listening to people, when I was 18, go to college, oh, do the prereqs at FAU. Then it's like, I gotta transfer, do all this. You don't have to listen to people, even if it's family, guys. You gotta make your own decisions. You can't blame people for where you're at in life. Like, I can't blame my parents for where I'm at in life. I failed as a Twitch streamer. I failed as a personal trainer. I failed as a hairstylist. So I gotta stop blaming other people. And I had to learn actions speak louder than words. It's easier said than done, for real. And I learned that the hard way in my early to mid 20s. And if you're on your growth journey and you're going through the same thing, don't care about the people putting you down. Did they achieve what they said they were going to achieve? No. Are they successful entrepreneurs? Do they have anything that you want? No. Don't care about the people putting you down unless they have what you want. The people that have what I want and are doing what I want are constantly trying to elevate me and bring me to their level. It's the people who wish they were me that constantly brought me down. People don't care about you. You gotta care about yourself. You gotta distance yourself from people who aren't bringing you up, like straight up. Like, even if it's family, leave those people at a distance, cut them off. Like, I am shook sometimes, when, I hear about certain shit, like about my parents, and that shit hurts. And I just kind of had to, let shit go. And, my parents had to label me a liar, this, that, before they told me, because that's the main reason I am the way I am. People be like, why I blow up, why I get so angry, why I do the type of shit I do. Like, kids like me have a lot of behavioral and mental health issues. Like, being mentally, emotionally abused and shit like that really messes you up, like, as a person. And, this is a type, like, my stepmom was the type of person to even beat her own kids. And, my parents had to just, expose certain shit the way they did, because they know they both did me dirty. And, I am a good person. I have good morals. Like, I just don't think, this will be my destiny if I was a bad person. People can make me, out to be like a bad person or whatever, but they don't know what I've been through and why I am the way I am. Like, I don't care. People label me a liar, this, that. I don't care what people think of me. Like, I am the GOAT for a reason. Like, I just wouldn't be the type of person I am or do the type of shit that I do if, I just didn't go through the type of shit that I did. And, I just stopped caring about people and their judgments. And if you're in the same position, you have the same type of situation, like, just don't care about people. They can't relate to your pain and hurt. Don't care what they say. Who are those people? You know what I mean? I just, stopped caring about, people's judgments. And, I just had to heal, because I just, didn't have normal parents. I didn't grow up, in a happy household. And, I don't know. I just, didn't grow up in a loving, happy family and all that. And, I just had to just accept that and just kind of, move on. Because I wouldn't blow up or do the type of shit that I do if I just, had normal parents who actually cared about my mental health. It just takes a lot to phase me now. I'm just in my unbothered phase because, to be honest, reacting doesn't, benefit me. I stopped caring about people who, haven't been able to achieve, you know, what they said they're gonna achieve. Their judgments and opinions don't matter. I only care about people who have been able to, you know, become successful entrepreneurs who are living the lifestyle that I want to live. And you know, the other people like putting me down, talking shit, their judgments just don't matter. You know, I'm just one of those kids that, you know, was owed good karma. Like, I just be feeling like I'm walking karma. Like, I wouldn't have had the type of mental health and behavioral issues I had if, you know, I just grew up in a happy household with parents that were married, all that stuff. Now I see like why my dad just kind of wanted his sister to adopt me, because he was just on his own with me and all this stuff. And I was just like, damn, like that shit is just so shocking. And I just had to realize none of that's my fault. Like, people put me down. Oh, this person had more than me. Like, my own dad tries to put me down. Oh, basically like my half brother had more than me because his mom, you know, is a medical coder, all that stuff. And like, I guess he used to take from him. But I had to realize that has nothing to do with me. I'm just born. It's not my fault I was born to parents who, you know, just, you know, didn't try to set me up the best that they could. They just went on to have more kids and just, you know, didn't prioritize me. And, you know, you gotta, if you're a kid like me, you gotta just accept that and move on. Don't play victim. Don't blame your parents. You gotta just level up your life, and just get over the pain and hurt. Like, I was sick in my head for a year. Like, neither of my parents really, you know, cared how shit would affect me in adulthood. And, you know, I just had to just, you know, accept certain shit and move on. And, you know, that's just what I gotta do. And, you know, only time heals. I probably should go to counseling or some shit. And, you know, just kind of move on with my life and just realize, you know, karma is a bitch. Like, shit be coming back to people. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I try not to wrong people. I try not to, you know, talk shit. But it's like, if my like family and all these people gotta go in my business, do this, do that, expose me, this, that, I must be doing something right. If I'm, you know, the talk of the town, I guess, or I'm a main character energy. I just don't think, you know, if I just think if I'm a good person and I'm just, you know, owed good karma, and that's just it. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe.